time ago, I used to tell the people of Ghana that if you compare our technical bench to the elites of Africa, our technical bench does not compete with any other technical bench on the continent of Africa. When it comes to, even when you drop below, they're very elite. We will still struggle to position our technical bench. But thanks to Ketokreku and his appointment committee, they decided this is the best man for the job. I do believe that we will qualify and we'll give credit where it is due. But going to the World Cup, this technical team cannot be the one we present at the Mondial. No, they will be exposed and exposed big time. Having said that, Otuado and his team, Desmond Ofer, John Pencil, they've got a very important role to play. What is that role? There has to be a clear game plan. You map up a game plan based on the strength and the weaknesses of your opponent and make sure you stand on your feet and demand. You don't negotiate with the players. You demand as to what they have to do. Anybody who does not want to comply with your demand, you pull him out quick. You don't delay. You don't waste time, because there are ways to approach this game. And if the attitude, the mentality is not right, we will struggle as a country, and then things are going to be where we don't want them to be. So they've got to have a clear game plan. They've got to make sure that we are difficult to beat today. How do you make yourself difficult to beat? When you lose the ball, everybody, when I say everybody, I'm starting from the technical team. There has to be that micromanaging of the defensive shape of the team. You tell Mohamed Kudus, when you lose it there, fight for it there. Jordan, when you lose it there, fight for it there. Semenyo, when you lose it there, begin the press there. Start pressing, start fighting for it there. And get the press coordinated. When they start fighting, the rest should be anticipating the likely weakness in our shape and begin to close the gap. When we can do that, we send a clear message across to the Malians that, look, we mean business. We came to Bamako. We beat you. You cannot reverse the tide. We will not allow you to come and reverse the tide here in Accra. It's a non-negotiable. We are not in for that. Because what is at stake is so huge, is so gargantuan, that we cannot compromise on that. Then, of course, we need to look at our defensive shape. Later, I'm a bit worried with the backline that we choose today.
Okay.
I'm not happy with the performances of Gideon Mensah. He's a very good friend, he's a personal friend. But we call a spade a spade. That is why some of us, I'm one of those. I was so much annoyed when I listened to Henry Asante yesterday explaining why Gideon Mensah's possible replacement, should he start and not have a good day, the one we could call upon to go and fill in the gap and get the job done, is eligible to play. But from the explanation that you and Raymond had just given, I am so much in line with that explanation.
Yeah.
It is so risky. It is so very tight that you don't want to take chances, because look, imagine you go and fill the player and there's a protest and we're to lose the match. Everybody, including the whole FA, everybody will be brought down.
Yes.
Ghanaians will never forgive them for that.
Just staying on protest, there is even a hanging issue in the Nigeria-South Africa.
Exactly.
The Nigerians are banking on some 3 points that they hope will be given to them because they claim South Africa fielded an ineligible player. So it is very tight. We cannot take any gamble. So if the decision is that let us officially hear from FIFA first, or let FIFA tell us themselves that the player can play, then I also support that line of thinking. So that's out of the way. Chris, you speak about the team's defense. What is the problem with the team's defense? What must we do to get it right?
The goalkeeper, no problem. The leader at the back is not match fit. This defense without Jiku has got serious issues. The fact that they've not played together as a unit, Jiku and then Jerome Opoku, and then the young man at right back who looks very, very enterprising, but today he must be told that, look, you don't bomb forward like that. You have to be very, very careful because there's so much at stake. You defend first. When there's the need to bomb forward, then you give us that extra quality. And of course, Gideon Mensah, he is very experienced. He's been around for a while. Since the exit of Barbara Man, Gideon Mensah has been the player who has been consistent with the Black Stars at left back. Okay. But his recent form has not been good. And if you look at the two centre backs we fielded against Chad, You cannot repeat them. You cannot repeat Ajete. Look, I don't trust him. Technically, his reading of the game is not the best. I trust Ron because he has shown that given opportunity, he can not only tackle, he will. And against the Malians who have got proper structure in physique, good height, you need Jerome presence to battle with them. One thing that we do, don't forget, we are not good at defending set pieces. So we need the people like Jerome and Jiku, people who are very powerful in the air, Thomas Partey and Co, to defend when we are on corner kicks. And then what is so important is the leadership, is the organization. Who's going to be the focal point there? Who's going to be talking? Who's going to be instructed? Because you need people like that to make sure that everybody is in sync with whatever we are doing defensively. So the back line, I'm a bit worried. But if you can get everybody to respect the dynamics of the game when it comes to defending, then everybody has a role to play. In midfield, the controller will be back. Look, Thomas Partey will be back. If you are a Ghanaian and you are there, pray for Thomas Partey today, because it has been evidently proven. Clearly, the statistics are there. We win games when the young man is on his game. We win games very easily when Partey is enjoying his football in midfield and he's controlling affairs. Give it to me. I'm the boss. Don't rush. Take your time. Don't panic. Give it to me. I will dictate the tempo and make sure everybody has a feel of it. And as and when it is necessary to let go of it to the front guys, then we give it diligently and they go and finish the job. So we need to pray for Thomas Partey. He's been ill. If you listen to Ado, he's ill. We need a fit Thomas Partey today. And I'm happy. I've spoken to people closer to the young man. They say he's very ready. If you can give us 80 minutes today, I think by the time he exits the pitch, the job would have been done. If we are blessed and he can do all the 90 minutes, so be it. But the problem now is that who partners him? Elisha Wusu is out.
Okay.
For him, even if he's not out, I would have told, don't put him there. Then it comes down to Salis. Salis, look, he's not been on form. He's not been that competitive. So that is a problem. So again, the Atalanta boy, if I heard Otuado right, he's injured. Again, maybe that warranted Sibo to be given an emergency call.
Yeah.
The problem here is that he's not played with Thomas Partey before. Nathan, I remember I watched the Black Stars in Kumasi, what Thomas Partey were playing with Baba Idris. And Partey had to virtually control Baba Idrisu for 90 minutes. Stand here, give it to me, don't go here. When they don't come here, we don't want that. And therefore, if we are going to rely, we don't have a choice. If we are going to rely on Sibo today, somebody who has never played with Thomas Partey before, to establish that chemistry in the midfield where the Malians, in my view, are stronger, where they are very combative and very competitive and they are very dominant. We saw the first game in Bamako. Thomas Partey was the difference maker because he established to all of them that I am the boss. So if we are going to partner Thomas Partey with somebody, then going forward, Partey will have to be very circumspect. He cannot isolate the young man and join Semignon and Kudus and Co. unless we are chasing the game, which I hope we will not come to that today. So Sibo or the Abu Boy, even the Abu Boy, he's not played competitively this season. So it is looking like Thomas Partey and the Sibo. I like Sibo's presence. I like his physique. He's a physical guy. He can combat. He can compete. And he can pass the ball forward. He wins the ball. He passes it forward. You see, one thing that we also need to do, we cannot inform the Malians that whatever we do going forward has to go through Thomas Partey. They eclipse him and we are in big trouble. We saw the Nigerians did that when we met them in that World Cup qualifiers in Kumasi. They blocked the channel to Thomas Partey and we struggled in that game 0-0 in Kumasi. Again, that's why Sibo will have to play, because he's another good passer of the ball. Now, when you go forward, Nathan Kwa, Mohamed Kudus, look, he must be spoken to.
Okay.
He must be spoken to in the sense that you let go of it when there's no way to dance past people. He's a very good dancer. When I say dancer, he's technically very good. 1v1, he's got the ability. If I'm the head coach, I will demarcate areas for him. I say, when he's in this zone, give it to him. Young man, once you receive it in the final attacking third of the opponent, take them on. Take them on. But even in taking them on, if there's an opportunity to do a give and go, give and go and receive, that most often is always the better way of playing football. We've seen Leo Messi picks up the ball in the final third. He pretends as if he's going to dribble. Then he gives, and then he's on the move. It's given back to him. It's back in the back of the net. We need to do that. Semenyo, today I am praying that he plays the best ever game. Look, he's a good player. Nobody doubts that. But I'm yet to see that commanding performance from Semenyo in the Black Star shirt. I pray God that today is the day he announces his presence as a true Black Star player that we can rely on and depend on going forward. The idea here is that Jordan Start, who is that other winger? Look, I will not go for Kamade. If Joseph Pencil has arrived and he's fit, put Joe in the team. I think Joe has proven that anytime he's been given the chance to play for the Black Stars, he's proven that he's always been one of our best players. We've seen it in all the tournaments that he's gone to. We saw it in Cote d'Ivoire, where he was by far our best player in that most important game. And because of one or two skirmishes that the technical team could not manage well, we pulled off our best player and then we paid the price for that. So if Joe is around and if he's fit and he's ready to go, he's a regular at LA Galaxy. He's shown that he's capable. Put Joe in the team and demand from him, that young man, bring back one of those very beautiful and attractive end product performances that you've given us. And let's see how it happens. Then we keep our cards, the Naki Williams. Of course, Jordan leads the attack. Inaki Williams, Kamal Dean, and the rest of the guy on the bench. I just hope that after putting out this beautiful lineup, when it is now time for the coaching, we should be up to the task. That is where I am worried. That is where I am worried. Because you see, the coaching is not putting up the team. The coaching is when the game starts and the system is in motion. Yeah. Everybody is kinetically burning energy. The kinetic energy in everybody is beginning to get them to perform at a certain level. How do you, as a coach, strengthen the good points in your team, minimize your weaknesses, and help that to expose your opponent? That is where Otuado and Desmond and Co have been found wanted. So for me, I pray they also get one of their best coaching days, because the coach they are going to play against later, he's experienced, he's exposed, he's tactically inclined. Look at the way the man is talking. When you see a coach talking like that, then it means, look, these guys have actually diagnosed their team and I know where I'm going to bite. Please, Gideon Mensah's form is not what it should be. So as a coach of the Black Stars, you should have that in mind, that you do anything practically, tactically possible to prevent any form of exposure from that end. I will not accept it from Otuado and Desmond and anybody, John Pencil. None of them will not accept that. We are telling you that that is our weakness in the team. So what did you do to protect that end of the pitch? The Malians are a good team. Nathan, the thing that they have been missing is proper maturity. Yeah. But under this manager, if you look at the way they've played so far, I think the maturity that are there or that is needed, they are beginning to show. Their players are all over. They are playing in top teams, top leagues. So what you don't want to do is to underrate them. We underrate them like we did against Child. People say Child. I don't call them Child. I call them Child. Why? What can we be trouble? What can we be trouble? We're playing against Kiddies, Child, and then we couldn't beat them. Look at the situation in which we find ourselves. It's unacceptable. But like I said, every single Ghanaian, forget about Ketu Kriku, forget about Otuado, forget about let's go and support our team, my brother. And the Black Stars that we know, look, no, when you're America, when you're Canada, nobody's going to compromise that. I don't want to hear Mexico in this. It's America or Canada. No, nobody And I've spoken to some of the boys directly, and they've assured me, and I'm standing on that confidence given to me by some of the players I've spoken to tell the whole country that we are ready for the Malians today. Partey and Co will play beyond their ability, and by the grace of God, wins shall be ours today.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure we'll catch up after the game. I'm sure tomorrow morning we'll speak again to pick the bones of the encounter. Hopefully it should end up in a win for the Black Stars.
Definitely, my brother.
All right.
God bless everybody.
All right, take care then, Chris. That was Coach Christopher Nimley, football coach and pundit, giving his thoughts on the encounter. 7 p.m. Ghana v Mali. It's a high-stakes game. But that is what worries me. The Black Stars, since what? 2019, I think, they have not done too well in high-stakes encounters.
Yeah.
The Black Stars have not done well at all. At least if you look at the last two AFCONs, they have not handled high-stakes games well.
Yeah.
High-pressure moments, this team has been found wanting. So that is my concern.
You see, Nathan, concerns very legitimate, especially looking at the opponents we are coming up against.
Yeah.
Mali are no pushovers in the Africa game these days. In fact, Mali starts way ahead of Ghana in terms of even the FIFA ranking. And on the continent, Mali are in the top 10. Okay. Clearly telling us where Mali is as a national team. I'll come back to the Malian team and give you an analysis of what the team looks like and who their danger men are. But Nathan, let's look at the Black Stars. Games are won in two halves.
Yeah.
Nathan, is that correct?
Yes.
Games are won in two halves. Your own defensive side.
Yes.
Which is the penalty box you protect. And the opponent's penalty box where you get goals. So that is where games are won.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with where we have to win the game. Kudus, Jordan, Pencil, Semenyo, on their day.
Sporty FM, the voice of
If they get chances and they put them away, the Black Stars can have goals. But Nathan, where the Black Stars go into the game with a lot of issues is the defense.
Okay.
Defensively, we have issues. And why do we have issues? In the last game against Chad, we used Ajeti, Jonas Ajeti. 21-year-old Jonas Ajeti plays for Barca. Clearly, in that game, he struggled. It was not a game that covered him in glory. Jerome Opoku plays for Barca here. We've seen him this season. Before he joined the team, I think he had seen 4 games, back-to-back games. He had some consistency in terms of number of minutes he played. We saw his quality to a certain extent. He seemed to be the man who seemed to be getting his passes right in the game. Again, he's not a player who's been in that position too many times for the Stars. Then you talk about our 2 experienced centre-backs, Alexander Djiku and Mohamed Salisu. Nathan, the problem is simple. Salisu this season, in pre-season for Monaco, played 148 minutes.
Okay.
So in 5 pre-season games, he played 146 minutes, 190 minutes, and 112 minutes. That is the only game time Salisu has seen this season. So, in 6 games that Monaco have played, Salisu has not featured in a single one of them.
Sporty FM.
He hasn't played in
3 times
in Liga.
Yes, 3 times he's been on the bench. 3 times he's been out of the squad. In terms of match fitness, game fitness, Salisu may not be up there. And if you stretch Salisu for 60 to 65 minutes, the last 25 minutes he'll struggle. Okay? So, question marks about Salisu and his match readiness. Alexander Djiku, on the other hand, has seen 144 minutes in preseason, in 5 games in preseason. He played 46 minutes, 45, 26, 19, and in his last game against Lazio, he played 8 minutes. So he's in only 144 minutes. This season, 7 matches Fenerbahce have played. The 7 matches, competitive matches Fenerbahce have played. He's played just a single minute, and that minute came against Kocaelispor. He was a late sub in the 90th minute. So Djiku has seen only 1 minute in the Turkish top flight. Again, he raises questions about his match fitness. Nathan, you cannot go into a game with a very uncertain centre-back pairing. A centre-back pairing that does not inspire confidence. Now, if the Black Stars team sheet is out, and you see Djiku and Salisu, top of mind, these are the two best, the best centre-backs we have. But nobody knows the details of how competitive they have been in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
True.
These are the problems some of us have with this team. Coming up against a Malian side who will not pull the brakes. They will not play with handbrakes on. Last time we played Mali, they had a better possession. They created more chances. Against the round of play, we scored 2 goals. But the Malians controlled that game. And then I remember in the first half, if the Malians are taking their chances, the Malians could have been 2 or 3 goals up in the first half. Our goalkeeper was excellent on the day. So the Malians would ask questions of our defense.
Sporty FM,
Nathan, my
the
worries.
voice of sport.
Can we be able to respond? Can we answer them? Can our boys deliver as expected? That is where the challenge comes in for some of us. But we are hoping that Thomas Partey is fit. If Partey is fit, chances will be created. If chances are created, definitely our boys should be able to get goals. So you possibly look at it as one of those games where the Black Stars may be conceding, but the Black Stars would possibly outscore their opponents. That's the scenario that you would want to look at.
Okay.
Just like Central African Republic. They kept scoring, but we kept finding the back of the net to make sure we were a goal up or 2 goals ahead. Okay. So I'm expecting that
Sporty FM.
with all our challenges with our defenders, with all our challenges at the back, I am hoping that we go into this game with our strikers bringing their A game on. Because if our forward line clicks and we score more than the opponent, you have 3 points in the back.
Yeah.
Because defensively and in terms of even midfield cover, I'm struggling to figure out which player can properly complement the efforts of Thomas Partey in the middle of the park. That is if he starts. Elisha also, if he had played, wouldn't have even offered so much for the team. But you are looking at a situation where Sibo has joined the fray, expected to do a bit of defensive work in the middle of the park. There's a possibility Kelvin's good friend Salis may be given another look in, despite his abysmal performance in the game against Chad. Because really, those are the options the coach has. So, Elisha Usu, Salih Samet. I don't know if the Atalanta boy, Suleimana, is fit or not.
Yeah.
So, again, when it comes to bodies in the middle of the park, we are lightweight. We are lightweight in terms of ability, in terms of competence, in terms of the players' ability to control that midfield.
Yeah.
We are lightweight when it comes to that. And we'll be heavily reliant on Thomas Partey. What kind of Thomas Partey will turn up? We don't know.
Because at least we've heard Otuado talk about Thomas Partey he's been ill.
So it leaves us with the only department where we think we have the men to do the job. Or the only department where we can be assured on their day they can deliver goals for us, which is the attack. Kudus, Semenyo, Jordan, Pencil, and the likes. So, Nathan, I think that, our coach has told us that it was our fault that our players possibly got complacent against Chad. Our coach says we shouldn't say they are easy games. He said we kept saying that Chad was easy, and it got 1% of it got into the head of the players. So is that not what he said? So this time round, Nathan, Mali is hard. Mali is hard. And the players must know. So if Chad is easy got into the head of the players, then we want the players to know that Mali is hard. And Saintfield knows his boys very well. He knows his players.
Yes.
He knows how to get these boys to play opponents off the park. He knows how to get them to control games. And Nathan, the quality of this Malian side is there for all to see. If you watch them play against Comoros, and you watch the kind of performance they put up in that game, Nathan, you will know that definitely we are in for a match. Quality, in terms of quality, the Malians can match us like for like.
The voice of sports.
They have talent littered all over the place. They have this defender they call Nene. 22-year-old Nene. Defender. Well, defender, midfielder, whoever he plays. Nathan, very good player. Very, very talented player. Plays for Fenerbahce. And this is one player the Malians will be expecting to get them going today. Doumbia scored against us. Kamore Doumbia. In that first game, he scored the first goal. He's back in this team. This time around, he plays for Stade Brest. Again, he's one of the players we should be watching in that game. Then, you go to that middle of the park. You know, a lot of people would have expected to see Bissouma in the team. So, for a coach who can boldly say, look, I don't need players like Bissouma in my squad. A coach who can boldly drop players like Bissouma. Nathan, clearly, you should know that the coach knows his onions. He knows exactly what he wants to achieve in the game. Last time when we played them, the likes of Haidara were in the team. You remember Haidara?
Which one?
Amadou Haidara. Haidara may not be in this squad. I don't think Haidara is in this squad. It's not. So the coach has moved on from certain players who used to be the mainstay in the team. Adama Traore and their likes. They are not in this team.
This is not the Fulham Adama Traore.
No. This one plays for Genglebigi in
Turkey.
No, Nathan, these are a lot of players. He's moved on. Even in the goalkeeping department, Samasa is no longer the number one goalkeeper for Mali. This time around, he uses the younger goalkeeper.
Diarra.
The boy who plays for Yanga.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Jiggy Diarra.
Yeah. So, it is a much changed Malian side from the side we beat in Bamako. And that is why we must be very careful. That is why we must be very, very careful going into this game. It's not going to be business as usual. Look, if you look at the changes Saintfield has brought to this team and the discipline is brought to this team, later, we cannot go into this game thinking we are Ghana, we are Black Stars. It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it will be.
And the weaknesses in our team would be exposed by these Malians. Would they be profligate up front? We hope so. But if they decide to score goals in the game, can we respond? Can we match them? That is my fear going into the game. But we are hoping that playing at home, in front of our fans, in front of possibly a half-full Accra Sports Stadium, because we know there's 14,000 that will not be available for the fans. We are hoping that the Stars can surprise us. You know, Nathan, this is one of the games where I am just hoping that the Stars surprise us with a victory. Okay? But if you want to look at the tactical bits, do the analysis, player for player, strengths and weaknesses and all, the Malians are slightly ahead in terms of that analysis. Even in terms of personnel on the technical team, in terms of the bench.
For me, that's my biggest headache.
Nathan, in terms of the bench.
The coaching.
Yes.
How, you see, because I always say that all coaching is summed up in two words. Reading, reacting. When we say, oh, a coach is working, it means when the game is happening, they see what is going on and they are responding, because your opponents will keep asking you questions. So I hope that tonight, Otuado and his team can read the problem. Sometimes some coaches don't see the problem early. They see it late. Okay, this is what's happening. Let me respond. Some people can tell that this is what you are going to do. I've already prepared for you. And we adjust as we in basketball. They call the term. I like the basketball term, adjustments. Yeah. You know, they call it adjustments.
So it's preparation, reaction, and
preparation first. You read and react. Read and react. Read and react. And from what I've heard from Tom Saintfield, knowing Tom Saintfield the way I know him, the man knows a lot about African football.
Of course.
And what he has been doing since his arrival is playing the brilliant psychological game.
Absolutely.
Saying things like, I'm not a coach who talks about pitches. Saying things like, I applied for the Black Stars job. They interviewed me for 4 hours and they didn't give me the job. So it just tells what he wants to do is to unsettle everybody. To make it, to tell you that he's here and he wants to catch you off. And it's all part of it. It's all part of the code. It's the art of war. You do all you can. Somebody said, oh, the coach is putting pressure on his Malian team. I think he's doing the reverse. He's putting the pressure on the Ghanaian team. And Coach Otuado and his team, I hope they get it right. Because if there's anything I have not liked about the Black Stars, it is sometimes the coaching decisions. You see problem. When we watch, we see problems with the team. You expect a reaction. The reaction either doesn't come or is too late. I hope whatever it is they did in Bamako, they can remember it and respond very quickly.
Nathan,
You finish and then I take care of it.
Talking about Bamako, what happened in Bamako who may not repeat itself?
No problem.
So obviously, this Malian side is
A very different.
You know,
Sporty FM.
the team has moved on. And, you know, Nathan, listening to Saintfield, this is a coach who's confident. This is a coach who knows what's ahead, who knows what he has to do to win a game.
Yeah.
But Nathan, any coach who has watched the Black Stars play, since Kwesi appears Sudan times to Libya to Angola and all, would know how to deal with the Black Stars, or we know how to handle the Black Stars. We obviously know the threat of the team. Okay. Even against Chad and Madagascar and Chad again, I'm sure any coach who is worth his salt who look at the stats and say, well, I can feel confident going up against them. Because there's a trend. There's a trend of how they concede goals. There's a trend how they play, how they move in attack and all. That all of these things you can see. And that's why I'm saying that. Look, the difference again in today's game will be coaching. And I'm hoping that Otuado and his assistants would know exactly what to do. Yesterday, I saw the Black Stars training. And later, I didn't want to say this. I saw the Black Stars in training.
You finish and then we hear from Michael. I
saw the Black Stars in training yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I saw them in training. Kevin, do you know what they were doing? My head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes, my head, my
Maybe
shoulder,
it's just
my knees.
icebreakers.
I'm saying that. Oh, Nathan,
You know,
you see, icebreakers.
that's why they
yes.
take pick vim
Nathan,
and
you
things.
see, icebreakers. But I'm saying that. You are prepared for a serious game like this. And the training routine is my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. Go on. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. Go on. Nathan, no problem. Oh, no, that is how they want to prep for this game.
Mm-hmm.
But we are just hoping they surprise us. I mean, Nathan, we've seen so many things with this Stars team that some of us here are scared. Some of us are worried going into
understand.
tonight's game.
I understand.
And my message to Ghanaians will be, it's okay. You know, it's okay to be patriotic. It's okay to be confident the Stars will win. Yabeshe Mali, yes. But I beg you, 7 p.m., you eat well before you go and watch the game. Eat well.
It could turn out to be a very complicated.
Eat well before you go and watch the game.
Okay.
Eat well.
Okay.
Because this is my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes I'm seeing there. Kevin, do you see the head, my shoulders, my knees? Do you see?
Yeah. So it's a test. It's a test of agility.
Yes.
And
You need
you
to
know
be- you need to
your
be-
response time.
Yeah, you need to be
If you
flexible.
watch the Ghana Cup for how Kotoko's defenders, you know, they couldn't read the time in between, you know, clearing the ball or calling on the goalkeeper to pick it up, and then you know, Duku, that has a striker, capitalized, and then he scored.
Yeah.
You know,
If
so
you had done my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, you would have been alert.
oh no, it's one of those things. It's not just it's just one of those things to keep players on the alert and then distract you. So if you watch the routine carefully, when I think it was Schaefer Desmond leading it got to a point he decided to pause, and then they were all up. Then they went again. By the time you could realize Antoine Semenyo was off and Jordan picked this. Kwesi picked this ahead of one other player. But when they continued, Semenyo had his and the other player also, you know, managed to get. So I think it's just one of those things. And you know, with the Black Stars, whatever we see, it's just the 15 minutes that does not entail
it doesn't say much.
the details of what they actually want to do. Unlike Saintfield, who didn't care. He told us clearly after the presser that I don't have any secret. You can watch the entire training. Whatever I have to do tomorrow, I will still do it.
Interesting.
You get it. So
let me bring
people. I just hope that it's not the same break and pass that we see today. My class, how are you?
My class, is joining us. Michael, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm good. How about you?
We are fine. Thank you so much for joining us. First question: How is Kumasi this morning? The Black Stars are playing tonight. What have people been saying concerning this game? Very, very important game in terms of Ghana's hunt for a World Cup place next year.
Well, a lot of people are peeved following that disappointing result against Chad. There's been much complaints. As usual, there will be abuse as well. So it's gone to the camp of the Black Stars. And I think the onus lies on the players to try and then atone for that dismal performance against Chad. So many are still expecting that they'll do something. And there are few who realistically believe that Coach Otuado can outcoach the Malians and then get the results that we need. But they are still hoping and expecting that something positive happens for Ghana.
What are your own thoughts in terms of expectations? What do you think we must do tonight to get the needed result? Because all of a sudden, the group that last week by this time or 2 weeks ago had Ghana in a comfortable place, now it's really tight at the top, and the Black Stars will need to eke out a result or get something tonight.
Well, I think we are facing a team that is brimming with confidence and a coach who's on a good run in Mali and Tom Saintfiet. So you look at Saintfiet and what he's done with the Malians. What Mali was actually lacking is that they didn't have character and discipline. And it's exactly what he's tried to inject into this side. Mali has always been a team that has a lot of talent, exciting ones. They are very athletic, very energetic. But the issue had to do with where it mattered most. Their cookie crumbled and they could not withstand the demands, the pressure expected of them. And so they gave in. And Saintfiet, due to his experience, he modeled the Gambia side to become a very good side per their standard. The Malians felt that they needed someone on board. And you check his record, he's played 10 games since he came. The only defeat he suffered came in a friendly encounter against DR Congo. He's kept 8 clean sheets in the 10 matches. He scored 15 goals and is considered just 2. It is just to speak to his record that, yes, he's actually molded his team to learn not to lose. And facing against such a team is very difficult.
Yep.
If a team has mastered the art of not losing, and then on top of that, they've improved in terms of keeping clean sheets and scoring goals, definitely you have to give it to them. Under Eric Shell, Mali were good, they were winning games, but they didn't have this kind of defensive record. Saintfiet has considered just 2 goals in 10 games. And many will make arguments that you look at the opponents that he's faced. He's played in the AFCON qualifier against the likes of Mozambique, Eswatini, Guinea-Bissau, also Comoros, Central African Republic. Maybe the only team that is actually on form on the continent that they played against is DR Congo, which they lost. But then again, we also look at Ghana's running during the AFCON qualification and the kind of opponents that we faced. We failed to win a single game. So clearly, it is not really about the name. It is about the team you played. And even in playing such games, it allows for the coach to try out various formations and know which one works and which one will need some tweaking and all that. Throughout this spell, he's tried 4-3-3 formations with the Mali team, 4-2-3-1. And then in the last game against Comoros, he played in a 4-4-2. So clearly it tells you that he's not just trying to make this Mali team a one-dimensional side. He's trying to give them varieties, and it will make them adjust and adapt to in-game situations. And that is what matters most, especially in a game like this. It is not how you start or how effective your preparation is. It's about how you react to most of the developments on the field. And I think Saintfiet has got to know this Mali team also well, and he believes that he can change shapes as and when. He can make alterations just to get the needed result he needs in an encounter like this. And Raymond was running by you the squad list. I think they made an issue. There was a mistake with that of Nele Dogelis, but clearly you look through the Mali team and how he sets them up. In the 4-4-2 that they played against Comoros, there was Jigui Diarra, then as a goalkeeper, yeah. Then he has kept the most games, or he's been imposed the most times for them in this campaign. If it is not him, then it is Ismail Diawara, but definitely it will be Jigri Diarra, just judging by the experience he's garnered. And he has been in the post 360 minutes for them in the World Cup qualification process. Then they have Salim Diakite. Salim Diakite plays for Payemo. He's a right back. He's played in 3 games so far. He wasn't initially part of the setup. He's one of the new faces they've introduced to become mainstays in the Mali team.
Okay.
Very energetic, always wants to search forward. And then he's had consistent minutes in this side throughout the World Cup qualification process. The left back is Amadou Dante, plays for Aruca in Portugal, but is on loan from Storm Graz in Austria. That is where a lot of these Malian boys go during their formative years before they actually sold by Austrian clubs to other European clubs. And Dante will play as a left back. He's not really played much minutes. He's also one of the new faces. Throughout this World Cup qualification process, he's amassed just 114 minutes. So I don't know if you want to stick with him in this game against Ghana, or you want to try out a different person. The most experienced defender in terms of the games they've played throughout this qualification process is actually Sekou Niakite. Sekou Niakite plays for Braga. He's played 540 minutes. No other outfield player has played more minutes than he has. So it looks like he's the central piece in their defense. He's a central defender. So anybody who will have to play in central defense will have to pair with Sekou Niakite. He's tall, very good in aerial duels. He does a lot in terms of the tackles, and he also commands. Just as we expect Jiku to do for the Black Stars, Sekou Niakite does it for the Malians, and it's likely he will partner Mamadou Fofana. Fofana also plays in the MLS for New England Revolution. So that is how their defensive line will be shaped. If Seinfeld want to do some changes, then it's likely he will go with maybe 1 or 2 at the laterals. But in central defense, it will likely be Mamadou Fofana and Sekou Niakite. In defensive midfield, that is where it gets interesting. He plays a double pivot in Ana or Mamadou Sangare. These 3 players will likely, 2 of them will be part of a double pivot if he plays in a 4-2-3-1. If he's playing in a 4-3-3, then it will be Aliou Dieng as a defensive midfielder. And then the central midfielders on each flank, the left and right, will be Lassana Coulibaly and then also Mamadou Sangare. Then in attack, Mustafa Sangare will lead the lines as a target man, and then he'll be flanked by Kamori Doumbia and Nene Dorgeles. Dorgeles just transferred to Fenerbahce, but everybody who has watched Albi Salzburg for like 2-3 seasons will attest to how brilliant a footballer he is. He scored 2 goals for them in this World Cup qualification process. And then Doumbia is actually their top scorer in the World Cup qualification process. He scored 6 goals. So he's like a Jordan Ayew for this Malian side. So it could be 4-3-3 from Seinfeld or 4-2-3-1. But the core of the list I just mentioned will be players who will be starting for them. And what do they offer? Very athletic, very energetic, and they have a coach who is also smart in terms of using his team to adapt to situations and then maximize their best potential. So it's going to be an interesting game. But from what I observed from the Black Stars training, it will likely be that Otuado will change shape. And that is where it gets interesting for us. I don't know what your next question is going to be.
Well, you say that you believe he's going to change shape. What do you think will be a tactical decision, and what will be the upsides and downsides of that decision he makes against Mali tonight? And it's based on your own observation or your suspicions that you've been able to put together.
Well, I think in changing shapes, it means that there will be a clear decision to give Ghana enough numbers at the back, because against Mali, they are going to have a lot of ball. Make from the game against Chad, where we had much of the ball and then we created much of the chances. It will be a different. One thing that has actually brought surety in this Black Stars team under Otuado is when he's decided to play with a 3-man central defense, and then he has wing backs operating in a manner where They contribute a lot on the flanks, but also come back to support defensively. Now, the interesting part is, who does Otuado select? Jiku will likely start as the main centre back, and then he will likely be flanked by the likes of Jerome Opoku, and then any other central defender, be it Jonas Ajete or any other. But this is likely to be how the central defensive shape will be. 3 back, Jiku in the middle to lead and organize. And then I think what the Black Stars missed in the game against Chad, especially in the closing stages, was a very vocal leader at the back, somebody to command the defensive line. And they did not have that. They brought on Salisu, but we all don't know that Salisu is not that organizer. He's actually a very good defender. He's not hard minute, and he's not an organizer. There's no organizer at the back. So Jiku will be expected to do that, although he's not really had much minutes at club level. Then Jerome, Jonat, Ajete, or Salisu. That is how the combination will be like. In the middle, a decision will be made regarding Salis won't play this game. He's out. Elisha Owusu's suspension is out. But from what I get, the inkling I get is that Salis will not be part of this team that Ghana will set up to play against Mali. So the options will be a player who is yet to earn his first cap, that is Kwesi Sebo, and then Caleb Urenchi. Urenchi originally is a midfielder. They've looked at him, they've tried him. It is likely one of Caleb or Sebo will partner Thomas Partey in the middle for the Black Stars today. And then it is likely Tarek Lamptey will play as a right wing back and Gideon Mensah as a left wing back. The attacking option will have Kudus in there, and his role will slightly differ from the role he had in the game against Chad. And in the game against Chad, it was really a 4-2-4, although it started somehow like a 4-3-3, but Kudus joined the 3 attackers to become a 4-2-4, and they were very fast. Movement was not that fluid. Only time they formed that triangle, mostly on the right, Iñaki, Jordan, Kudus. Today, it will likely change. There will be much more movement expected of the team, especially when they are without the ball. And so what the Black Stars do today to get a win will not necessarily be what the team does when they have possession. It's what they do when they don't have possession to affect Mali's build-up, because Mali won't balloon the ball straight into Ghana's house. They will love to build up from the back. That is what Sikuni Akite does excellently. He's a ball-playing central defender. He will want to take possession, then he will try to lead and then help them build up effectively. So what the Ghanaian attackers do without the ball will be very important. Again, why are we going to play wing backs? It is to make sure that we nullify the threat of Kamori Dombia and then Nene Dogales. These are players who operate as wing attackers. Nene can cut in as inverted, or he can also decide to spread play wide and then attack and try floating crosses for Sangare to attack. So the issue will be if you have men at the lateral positions, and then we create defensive overloads where the Malians will be facing 1v2. So 2 Ghanaians will be trying to stop any attack from the flanks from the Malians. That is the intention or the idea behind playing a wing back and then playing a 3-man central defense. So I think Ghana's play mostly today will be about defensive surety. How certain we are, how much solid we are, how much concrete we are defensively, trying to thwart the efforts of the Malians. They will create very good chances. And also our conduct without the ball, how disciplined we will be in terms of maintaining and coordinating our press, and then making sure that with a few chances that we get, we make it count. The best is to play a mature game and not try to match Mali boot for boot in terms of what they offer. If they give us energy, we need to calm it down. If they give us athleticism, we need to slow it down. We need to actually control the tempo of this game. If we play a very mature game, trust me, we do stand a chance. But it will all be about our coaches and how they change the game at various stages. In-game management is very crucial. And if that is done, trust me, we stand a chance against Mali.
Well, we'll have to see what the coaching will look like. And I'm happy, Michael, you've touched on that. There are a lot of things for the technical team to get right tonight. Just looking at just the journey of this team, or at a tactical level, there are issues. Kelvin, I don't know if you have any comments before we get our listeners to also share their thoughts. Your very good friend Tom St. Feet, he's in town.
Yeah, and if you speak about managers who understand the African game, I think he's gradually becoming one of the topmost.
Yes.
You might have mentioned Claude Leras, African witch doctor now. Hugo Bruce from Cameroon
to South
Africa is cementing his feet. Hervé Renard did his best and he left. He's one man who understands the materials he has and what works for the materials available to him.
Yeah.
His Gambia team at the 2021 AFCON that was played in 2022 in Cameroon, he told us specifically during our interaction with him that yes, his team is a team that does not have the kind of class and pedigree that others have, but he knows that he has a set group of players who have talent that needs to be managed, and for them to understand that they can get better than the players that they play with. It's it's just the platform and the experience of coaching that separates them from others, and he's going to lift them up there. I'm sure it's the same thing he's told this Malian team, or he's developed with this Mali side. He just doesn't care about the quality of the players and where they are coming from. If you look at these players that he has, he's actually dealing with players who are hungry for success, to get to the apex of football. Players who are now playing in mid-table clubs in France, some Belgium, Germany, putting them together. Alou Dieng is a player who plays for Al-Ahly.
Yeah.
Remember at the Club World Cup, he did not even have play time.
Yeah.
And even at Al-Ahly, he's dropped, as second choice to was it Hamdi or someone in that midfield. I've forgotten that player. Now you clearly look at this team that he has and the kind of manager that Mali have. That is where they override us, technically and tactically.
Yeah.
How he's handled the team in the last couple of games that they've played. You see a different Malian side. They are more robust. They are more technical. They are more compact, unlike before. And our good friend Eric Shell, who has all these Nigerian players and is still struggling to let them play well. Now, my only issue is with Otoado and then the technical team. Which players or which set of players would they put together to form a very good unit that can neutralize this Malian team? Now, I am not thinking about how Mali is going to neutralize us, because if anyone knows top set, you watch that highlights of the Mali game that they played, you'd ask yourself, how would the Black Stars neutralize this? Now, in central defense, we haven't had the best pair. Every now and then, is Jiku available, Salisu not available, Salisu available, Jiku not available, or both not available to use different sets of players. At left back, Gideon Mensah hasn't given enough confidence from the last game. I was wondering, I'm like, if anyone should struggle with an AstroTurf, Gideon, you shouldn't be one of those players. And I'm not thinking it's the AstroTurf, because like when Kamal Dean and Christopher Ba, they moved with the ball. Like they moved with the ball. At right back, I don't know whether it's going to be Tariq playing or we are going to play
Caleb Yonchi.
Yes, Caleb. Everyone knows Caleb is an adapt central midfielder. Yeah. That is his profile.
He's a central mid.
He's a central midfielder, but he was played at right back maybe because Tariq wasn't, available, ready for the game. But in Ghana, it's Tariq's home. Natural grass. It's been more to suit the team. So put Tariq there, and then we get to see in midfield. I don't want to see Salis again. I don't think he adds anything to the team.
You don't want to see Salis again?
No, sincerely, I don't think he adds anything to the team. I don't know whether he's... The last time I was talking about it here on this show, but we're holding brief for him that if Salas cannot progress football against Chad, not to underrate the capabilities of the Chad team, but if Salas is not able to progress football in a game against Chad, against players who play against Zesco and all that, when you have played at the international level, highest level, World Cup, you were there, and you cannot, make any meaningful impact to games, questions start to raise. Now, Elisha isn't there to give you cover, and I just hope that Salas will not be played. I don't know the situation of Partey now. Even if Partey is not available, I'll prefer Kwesi Sibor sits. Allow Sulemana, Ibrahim Sulemana, to do the box-to-box work. Play Kudus, put Jordan in, put,
who would you go with? Semenyo.
I want Semenyo to be on the right-hand side.
Semenyo on the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bring Kudus central and allow Kamaldeen to play on the left-hand side.
Okay, you'd start with Kamaldeen.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when the last time we played beautiful football and we managed to win our 2 games, we saw how Otto played.
Yeah.
They played with two
tens. We had
2 tens.
Nyama played as one of the tens.
So allow Kudus to play as one of the tens. Put Semenyo there. Put Iñaki up front, and allow Jordan to play. But as the auxiliary
as
10,
the other 10.
As the other 10.
So you have Kudus,
because even if you put Jordan, we saw in the game against Chad, even if you put him as the arrowhead, he will still drop deep. By the time we build up and we get into the penalty area, there wouldn't be anybody in the box. So I'll prefer you have a target man. Maybe you can still keep Semenyo there, and then Iñaki would be on the right. Or for better ball movement, Babonsu is still is available.
Okay.
Play him. And I just hope that Otto and his technical team would understand this and give us the best of games. He's telling us, or he's proving that, yes, he's at top level, right from, the AFCON qualifiers. He's worked with this manager, Jurgen Klopp and all that, trained these kind of players and all that. But he's not giving us that feel. If the national team cannot win 1, 2, 3 consistent games, it starts to raise questions about you. And 33% possession, win rate.
Win percentage.
And he says it's of what? No use. But this is a coach I ask questions when we fail to qualify for the AFCON about how Ghana plays, and we're not creating enough chances, and we're not scoring. Our play is not yielding results. What he told me was, don't I see the sequence of play, the number of chances his team creates? He went all the way back to get my number, send me scenarios and number of times Ghana created goal scoring opportunities, telling me that it's his players who failed to find the net and lack.
But the point is, even if your team is creating opportunity, at a point you have to intervene and figure out.
So you remember the last time I told you that when you were saying the SG and SG, the actuals. Now he's telling us that it's the actuals. The stats don't mean anything. So now we are going to judge him solely on the actuals. If stats now don't mean anything to him, then he should get us the actuals. And we hope that he'll give us the actuals, because the kind of attitude and, how he speaks, his demeanor at press conference, replying to, statements and all that, there's a clear distinction between what a top manager at this level is and what Otto is. For some of us, he still needs a bit of time to learn and come back. But he's all we have now. Hopefully, the players would also understand that they owe the fans, they owe Ghanaians a victory. Semenyo and the likes, the kind of football they play in England, it's not what they give us when they are here.
Yeah.
Fine, we will spare them with that Chad game, but we thought they could have actually played better. Today, Semenyo should give us that performance, that sort of strength he plays with when he plays for Bournemouth. Kudus should be simple and be looking for Jordan or Semenyo inside the penalty area. That's like this season, he's been looking for Richarlison. Anytime he's on the right, he sends the ball quickly in because he knows Richarlison and other players, Bernard Johnson and the likes, are waiting to connect to the ball. The simple things, they should do it. hopefully Iñaki gets to let them know that this is how I want to play. When I give the ball, I prefer a 1-2. I wanted to make a statement tomorrow, and I'll make it. How you make other players better. Thierry Henry said something that Asavenga told him, yes, you are quality, you're a finisher, brilliant, skill, pace. But what do you do to make the team and other players better? The way Dennis Bergkamp will feed you with the ball isn't the same way Pires would feed you with the ball. Pires prefers a 1-2. That means you should draw closer to him, pick up the ball, make the pass before you make the run. But Dennis Bergkamp will find you anywhere you are. Ljungberg would want to run, you keep the ball ahead of him, and he will run, he will pick it up directly. Woutod wants to come behind the laterals. So you play the ball behind the right and left back, and they'll pick it. And that made him what? The player he is now.
That's true.
Some of these players shouldn't think that, yes, I want the ball to my feet every time. They should look at the weaknesses of the others and complement each other. Hopefully, if they get to understand, because the last time we played against Chad, you could clearly see, Obi Ebonidi, if you don't play to suit me, the pass won't come.
There was no coordination.
Thank you. They should understand that they owe us a lot. So I posted a picture of Sami Kofo talking to Kudus and others, when PFAG visited them. I just hope that they made them understand what it is when you play for the national team. When you watch the Nigerian team, you can clearly see the coaching is poor. The coaching is bad. But you see the fight from Calvin Bassey, Ademola Lookman, the striker, Osimhen. He didn't want to go out of the game against Rwanda.
Oh, yeah.
They were fighting for every ball. And I just hope that the players will give that. If they even give 60% or 70% of that, at least they can put up a fight playing in Ghana. This is the terrain where they started, they rejuvenated their faith and hope in getting back to winning ways. And we just hope that this evening they will justify it and get the very best of results and appease Ghanaians and raise hopes of booking the sole ticket or the automatic ticket from Group I to the World Cup. Other than that, whatever we've seen from Otoado's comment, from the Atacon mishap, to everything that we saw from Chad and then against Mali. You listen to Saint Feden when he speaks. I've posted the full video of the 3-minute 43-second statement he made when he was asked about Ghana. He spoke for 3 minutes 43 seconds. The match means a lot more to him, more than the 3 points at stake, and then more than for Mali. He wants to make a statement that this, just like Kwesi Appiah made a statement, he wants to make a statement that I am better. I could have been the best option for you. That is what he wants to say. If you listen to him, you get the import of his message. And hopefully, we prove him wrong today. He's my friend. He just made me out as soon as I saw him. And then I showed him the picture and it's like, oh yeah, where's Julia? Where's the other guy? Where's your cameraman? He realized we were 4 people.
He remembered.
Exactly. So he has that attention for details. And that is the detail we are going to see today. From what we saw against Chad, that the player ran through the defense to go and score. If today they behave like that, the midfielders behave like that, Nene Douglas, he would just walk through our team.
Saint Fit mentioned his name in the press conference.
Thank you.
They street footballer.
Said they should be on the lookout.
Because that question was asked. So someone who is a street footballer, close to just what Kudus does. And hopefully, the final decisions will be prudent enough so that Ghana will override Mali. Since 2013, these people have not beaten Ghana. And hope it doesn't happen. Hope the Black Stars don't allow this to happen today. Otoado, Charlie, make us proud. Asaribodu is waiting for you to go and enjoy tilapia at 9 p.m. So please, don't disappoint him.
Nathan.
Asaribodu, can you confirm or deny this claim made by Kelvin?
Oh, he knows definitely I don't go out after 9 p.m.
Okay. So he's flatly denying.
So you order.
He says you ordered the tilapia.
On this like this, I don't understand English.
8:58. This is still the Sporty breakfast. You can send me a comment 054-257-1061 054-257-1061. Let's take some calls from our listeners. As we wait for the calls, though, MTN is saying that they've brought out something interesting. It's called MTN Free After One Extra. Okay, so with MTN Free After One Extra, you can talk for 1 hour uninterrupted while paying for only the first minute of every 10 minutes. Which means for every 10 minutes you talk within the hour, you pay for the first minute. And you get to talk for 60 minutes without interruptions. And you also get 100 MB of data for free after your first call on Saturday. So subscribe to MTN Free After One Extra today. Just dial *550#, and follow the prompts. You can give us a call 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061, or you can call the other number 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. You can also send us a WhatsApp message 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. Let me see if I have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Abu Muhammad of Japan.
Okay.
I don't want to disclose my location right now.
No problem. It's fine. Please go ahead.
Yeah, what is not fine is Blaster is not going to the World Cup.
Why do you say so?
Yeah, the last time what made me lose hope was when the coach complained about the pitch. And finally, so I couldn't even say anything until I said, okay, let's see what happens. And this is what happened. And I'm listening to all that you guys said concerning the Malian coach, the psychological game he's playing, and all that. Let's also see what happened again.
Okay, all right. Abu Mohammed, thank you so much. 054-257-1061, 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Yo, not my guy.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, bro, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Barry from Atlanta.
All right, please go ahead.
My shout out to Raymond and Kelvin over there.
Yes, they are all here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Charlie, this Mali coach, he's a great coach. The guy is doing well. The man is doing well. You see, the interview I hear is one of the interviews. He said he's coming to make a history, right?
Yes, he said that.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know what he's doing. And since he come, they don't lose much like that. So, they know what they are doing. They know how to score. These players, they know how to score. They are playing well. So this opponent that we are coming to play with, I think against them today, our players have to put their best performance today, from the goalkeeper side to our strikers and others. They have to put their best performance. If not, we will lose this match. So that's the point. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061, 030-279-4805. That's the other number. Give us a call. Let me take another one. Hello.
Good morning, Coach Nathan.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
How was the weekend?
It was okay.
A big shout out to everyone in the studio.
All right, please go ahead, Emmanuel.
From the look of things, the way you put analyzing it again, it's like our problem is Otuado. Over to Otuado. Over to you, Otuado.
Okay.
Today, we'll see what you are made of. If you are a coach or you are a scout, we'll know. And Nathan, how can you? I don't get it too. You call a player, and you know you are not sure that he's eligible to play.
No,
that doesn't make sense to me.
Emmanuel, relax. We explained to you what the situation was.
No, you see, you explain.
Yes.
You explain. I understand.
Yes.
But I don't know. Why will you invite the player that you are not sure?
you see, you don't get. It's not that they are not sure. They found all the paperwork, and the thing is that it's the same paperwork that brought us the likes of Ambrosius, even Chantel Boy Holoka. It's just that some of the FA people say that let us not take any gamble. You go and play a player, and then
so why do you call the player? Why do you call the player?
Okay.
Why do you call the player? You see, Gideon Mensah is playing the ball, and he knows that he doesn't have any competition. He will play anyhow. You see, look at we are over 30 million. Though. You say we don't get right back.
It's a left back actually.
You say you don't get left back. Over 30 million people. You don't get left back. And this guy is playing anyhow. What's the game against? You can't play against Chad. So who can you play against? If you can't play against Chad, can you play against Mali? If you can't play against Chad, can you play against Mali? And for Ostuado, he's using the bastards to learn on the job. See, he's using the national team to do national service. The whole Ghana national team to do national service. So challenge me today. I'm going to Italy because anything can happen. So far as even Niger came to Ghana, he came to squares. Everything is possible, Nathan.
Okay.
Everything is possible because see, I don't see any. When I'm watching Otuado, I don't know the system is playing. I see he doesn't have a footprint on the team. Like you don't know what they are doing.
Sporty
Nathan, and the midfield, the way I was listening to Kelvin, see, that Samet guy, no, see, he shouldn't even come close to the national team again. I don't know why they are calling him. That guy can't even give one meter pass you. He can't progress the ball. Just always back pass, take the ball. But even the defenders are even doing well, passing the ball forward. Look at our midfield. And this Maria Charlie, they are very, very aggressive. So, Master, we take Ghana, the supporters they will go to the stadium. They'll go to the stadium. But now the pressure is on you, the players. See, this match should be some easy match. We win against Chad, and we come and relax against Mali. But now we put all the pressure on us. Now there's pressure on I don't even know what to say. So this pressure is not even needed. Well, see, if we beat Chad, this match should be some relaxing match that we should relax and play. But now, look at the point.
Okay. All right.
Ghana.
Okay.
Aisha.
Take it easy, Mano. All right. Let me take another caller. 054-257-1061 030-279-4805 054-257-1061 and 030-279-4805. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Osben.
Okay, please go ahead.
I want a few answers to this question. Are we top of the group?
Yes, we are.
Is the qualifiers over?
The qualifiers, no.
So, mathematically, we need 2 wins from our 3 games.
Yes, I think two of 3 wins. 2 more wins and we've qualified for the World Cup.
And this is not impossible for the Blasters to do.
Yes, it shouldn't be impossible.
The voice of sports.
When we were going to play Mali, we were saying same thing. And then we won. I believe what I've learned about this team is sometimes they thrive under pressure. They know what is at stake today. Let's not behave as if the world is going to end. We are beating Mali no matter what. We had a banana peel in Chad's game. But today, the boys will turn up. Let's all show up at the stadium and support the boys. One way or the other, we will say, oh, Ghana would not qualify. Oh, the Blasters should lose. But deep down, it will hurt us. I said this earlier. This World Cup is
the poverty alleviation project. Operation Canada or US.
When I tell people that they'll put Ghana in Mexico, people don't believe me.
Nathan, if they put us in Mexico, we'll find our way in any of it. At least we'll not play all our matches in Mexico.
We'll go to US and Canada and we'll experience those places too.
We want to just go and experience the atmosphere.
I like that. I'm with you on that one.
Let's pray for the team. Whoever is selected to play, I know today, quarter 2-1.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. 2-1 is a doable scoreline. 054-257-1061. 0302-794805. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Ray, I think we have a caller on the other line. I wish I could take the two. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Good morning, Nathan.
Yes. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ellie. I'm calling from Spinters.
Okay. Just give me a second. The caller on the other line, please hold on for me. Let me finish speaking and then I speak to you. All right. Please go ahead. Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, I don't know why. I don't know. This radio, you people, I don't know, for some time now, I don't know why you guys waste time on these blasters, discussing blasters. I've given up on these blasters.
And you see, you have given up. It is our work.
I know it's your work, but the thing is that you guys have been saying the same things over the years, and the people at the helm of affairs don't want to change.
Yes, but it is still our work.
You can't do the same thing and expect different results. No, you can't continue to take 27 officials and 26 players for a chat game, and you expect Ghanaians to be happy and be praying for you for the goodwill of the team. You can't score common Chad end their first point against Ghana after losing to Central African Republic and even some of the worst teams in the group, and you expect Ghanaians to be happy. Even though we want us to go to the World Cup, but they don't have the goodwill of the people. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If you take 10 Ghanaians and you ask them about blasters, about 6 or 7 doesn't want the blasters to qualify. Why? It's because the people at the helm of affairs, Keto Kriko and his people. Not the players. The players, I don't have any problem with the players because you can't appoint Otu Ado. Somebody who has never coached a senior team before, and you hand a whole blasters to Otu Ado. That guy doesn't know anything about coaching. His job is to scout talent and give to Dortmund. That's his job. Not every scout can become a coach. When you go to the international teams, there are some people who have been scouting for 40 years now, but they've never entered into coaching. Am I lying?
Yeah, that's
it's true. There are some people your talent to scout. People have been scouting. If you go to Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester, they have scouts who have been scouting for the team like 20 years now, 30 years now. They've never ventured into coaching, even the under 17 or under 20 teams, because their job is to scout. So if we promote Otuado overnight from a scout to a coach, and handed these blasters to him to qualify, we are doomed as a nation. See the coach you are talking about, the Gambia. You can see that the guy has been progressing from Gambia to Mali. You can see a progression. What has Otuado done? What kind of progression have we seen with this guy? I've been mad with this blaster since 2015 when we lost to Cote d'Ivoire. That AFCON final that we were leading, where penalty we were leading like 2 or 3, and they came back to win the trophy from that day, about 10 years now. That was the day I gave up on these blasters. Yes, I'm telling the gospel.
Okay, all right.
So this evening, my prayer is that maybe Mali should just score us maybe some 2-1, and Mali should get 15 points and put pressure on blasters. Now Como is also on 15 points. That our 1 point, that 2 matches. Let's draw about 1 and lose 1 and get out of this World Cup team. Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you. Quite interesting. They say, why are we talking about the blasters? Well, it is my job. I have to talk about them. I don't have a choice. Okay. My paycheck is heavily dependent on some of these things. I don't know if we still have a caller. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805 and 054-257-1061. I think we have a caller on the line. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Francis calling from Kaswa.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, I have a question to ask you. Otua Morin, is it collected $50,000 a month from the Ghanaians?
Who?
Otua Morin.
Who is Otua Morin?
I'm talking about our coach, the Black Stars coach.
And what is his name?
Otua Morin.
Is that the name on his birth certificate?
No, because of the work that he's doing for our nation, you know.
What was the question once again?
We are debating here. Some said that is earning 50,000 a month. We just want to know. We want you to clarify for us.
Okay, my colleague Raymond is here. He has the answer. Raymond, what's the salary of the Black Stars head coach?
Well, according to reports all of us are paid.
Yes.
He's on a $50,000.
So according to reports, because the point is his salary has never been made public. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
We are saying that according to reports that we know, because his salary has never been made public. So nobody actually knows his salary. But according to reports that we know, he's on $50,000. According to reports. But
according to reports, yes. He's earning $50,000.
No, I'm saying that according to reports, because his salary is not public information.
Why?
Why? Because it is not public information. That's it. The day the FA unveiled him, the FA did not tell us.
So we are paying a tax. Then that tax, we deducted our tax for this man, and Ghanaians don't know how much is earning.
The FA didn't tell us, and we've been asking, and the FA says it's a private matter. It is the man's salary. They will not tell us.
But what I'm saying that we should put Otua Morin aside and we play our game this evening, because
okay. So if you put him aside, who will coach tonight's game?
Oh, but if he's in the bench, we don't have coach. So the same applies to if we don't have coach. You get me right? Because we don't know what he's doing. We are playing against Chad. You can't beat Chad. My good friend. So this person is earning $50,000 per month.
Again, we don't know that.
By per my information.
Per your information. Okay.
Yes. Look at in Sawoma Accra Road. Look at that road. This road is killing a lot of people. You get me right? So we are giving this man $50,000 a month. For how? Charlie, I can't talk much. I can't continue. Thank you, Mr. Nathan. Bye bye.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, let me quite interesting. Let me go to the line.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey Nathan, this is Chairman Nando, all the way from the States.
Okay, Chairman, thank you so much for joining us. Please go ahead.
Okay, so this is a message for the coach. We have been telling people that Ghana is going to qualify for this World Cup. They cannot mess up tomorrow's game. I'm telling you, if Coach Ado fails to qualify, even if we draw tomorrow's game, we should create a GoFundMe page. I know the FA don't want to pay his his compensation fee, but all Ghanaians, we are going to gather money and get this coach out of the job. In my entire life, he is probably the worst Black Stars coach I've ever seen. Just imagine his resume. He has never coached at the highest level of football, but the whole sovereign country like Ghana, we couldn't find anybody to coach than Otuado. Like, this is unbelievable. I've never heard this from anywhere in my life where actually somebody's not even under 19 coach, he's a scout. A scout is coaching a whole Black Stars. Remember, like maybe 10 years ago, we had a former Chelsea coach coaching us. I mean, come on, Nathan. I mean, this has to be a joke. This whole thing that is going on, and just imagine he gets paid 50K a month, and on top of that, imagine getting paid 50K a month and then having 20 extra people as help. Just imagine this, and you couldn't even beat Chad. Oh, come on, bro. Like this World Cup, it's not only for a lot of Ghanaians to come to the state, but bro, just imagine where our name can get to. This is the epicenter of the world. Everything happens in America, bro. We have to be at this World Cup. I don't know what the FA is thinking, but even if we qualify, Nathan Otu Addo should never be our coach at the World Cup, bro. He should never come here.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see whatever it is that happens to him. But he has a game tonight. If he wins and the team get close to the World Cup, I'm sure a decision will be made as to whether he's fit or not. But Chairman Nando, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You've called us all the way from the US. It must be very early in the morning, but you are speaking with us. So we
3 in the morning, bro.
Wow.
3 in the morning.
We really appreciate it. So 3 in the morning, which means that you are close to the West Coast, I'm assuming.
I'm in Colorado.
Okay, so that's in the middle. That's the Midwest, the middle part of the US.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Chairman, thank you so much. Really appreciate your call. You're
welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. That was the Chairman Nando calling us from the US. 054-257-1061 and then 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. We have a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Kido.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Michael from Ablikwan.
Okay, Michael, please go ahead.
The other line, it means we are cool, but you need to go through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the mean we are cool, we see make a hold on small.
Then I won't deal with that caller where he had the technology. Anyway, technology. I beg. Please go ahead.
Charlie, what are you doing? You know, one talking problem today. We know say you can be coach. Yeah, so today the boys go play. The boys now they know how to go play this match. We go win this match, understand? And for now, the pressure we give the boys. It be normal thing, we understand.
Okay.
We understand.
Okay.
But today game may be physical because the Malians they are very strong and they are very physical. So our boys, they have to be very physical on and off the ball. So me, I prefer Kwesisibu and Pate as a double pivot.
Okay.
You understand? Because they also dominating the midfield because that Ali guy, their current captain, Ali Udien, yeah, he's a very strong guy, very physical, and he's also good on the ball. He has a very good, very nice passing range. So we have to play Kwesisibu and Thomas Partey and just free Thomas Partey and to do like the rounds in the middle, so that Kwesisibu will be that lone pivot who be doing all the physical battles because the Malians they are very tall, and we should be very careful in those set pieces, the corners and the free kicks because that's where their strength is. Because they are very tall, they are very physical in the air. So we have to. I prefer playing Jiku and Mo Salisu at the back because those are where they are most experienced centre backs in this team currently.
But Jiku and Mo Salisu, they haven't played a lot of football at all this season. Salisu has not played any club football at all this season, only pre-season. Jiku hasn't played any proper football this season.
Yeah. I understand that, but then when it comes to the Black Stars, you see, it's partnership and misunderstanding because these two guys have played themselves very well. Because if I could remember, during the World Cup, they played together.
Yeah, they did.
And then during the AFCON qualifiers, they have been playing together. So it's understanding. So when one moves and one to cover. Because even Jerome Opoku is very good, but then I feel that these two experience and they know each other very well.
Okay. All right.
So that they can deal with the area threat of the Malians.
Okay.
But I think we will win tonight.
Okay.
Maybe a 2-1, 3-1 win will be very good so that it can push us to the next. So that just a win, then we are through.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Michael, thank you so much. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. That's the other number. Give us a call on that one. right? 030-279-4805. I think we have a caller on our regular number, 054-257-1061. Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
It's me, Pato from Cantonment.
Okay, please go ahead, Pato.
Well, Black Stars, we are wishing them all the best.
Okay.
Even though from management to the last person, I mean, it's quite disheartening when we are watching Black Stars games. And these are people, I'm sure they are listening to Sporty FM, because Sporty FM, the whole Africa #1. And we are telling them, you see, some of the youth, their lives rely on this World Cup.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Because definitely, I personally had opportunity somewhere. I think South Africa hold African Cup. And I know a couple of the guys today they are doing well. Way back, nothing better.
Okay.
Even South Africa, some of them went there and won a ring. And today they are doing well. Wow. Because and see, even on the American Embassy platform, you should visit there and see what they. I mean, they are even giving guidelines if you want to go and watch. Though not everybody that will get, but like, some people they might like to rely on this thing. So this thing that they are doing, this thing that the Black Stars, what they are doing with the youth, we are not happy. We are not happy.
Okay.
Because sometimes against that, Nathan, can you tell me that Kotoko or Asofo can't score this child national team? You got to a time you were just playing as if nothing is at stake. This is World Cup, and imagine what the country stands to benefit and gain when we are able to make it to the World Cup. Nowadays, look at even the qualification money. Look at the stage fee.
Mm-hmm.
Look at every stage they are in Kawenya. And imagine some of the players. It's like when the name Ghana, it's not trouble. Because up to now, it will shock you. Mm-hmm. There are some parts of the country or there are people you talk to outside Ghana and they've not even heard of Ghana before.
Yeah.
And then. You see, so when you go to the World Cup, you'll be playing against this. They'll hear the name of Ghana and it creates a lot of opportunities for the people in the country. Mm-hmm. So we are begging them, not only about football, but what we stand to gain as citizens, as people of Ghana, as a country.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
If they are listening, they should have their game for us. We beg them.
Okay. All right. Let me take another caller. Let's go to the other line. Okay. We had an issue with the other line. Let's take a few more calls and then we wrap it up with some tennis. We'll talk about some US Open in a bit. Let's take a few more calls, 2 or 3 more calls, and then we move on. Hello? 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 This is the Sporty Breakfast, 054-257-1061, 030-279-4805, 030-279-4805. I don't know if you have a call on the line. Hello? Hello? Okay. All right. Hello? Yeah. All right. Give us a call or you can send us a WhatsApp message on the number 054-257-1061. I don't know if you have a caller on the line. Hello? Okay. Maybe we can. Okay. Maybe the person can call back. All right. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Or you can call us on the other number 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Please, my name is Arafat. I'm calling from Eastern Region, Asisawa.
All right, please go ahead, Arafat.
Thank you for good job you are doing for Amagana.
All right, thank you so much.
I will beg Otuado. Time way Otuado is taking to make a change. We are not happy at all. then you should not say Kudus, no be Kudus. The coach there is supposed to say for steady Kudus. Kudus is one player who, if he make a change his step, then the goal come. If he says he go check the national team inside, anytime they will change Kudus, the goal will come. So we go back if we let the Kudus play the 90 minutes. Then Otuado, if we change him, he no get any experience for Ghana. We the beg him. So I greet everybody for Ghana.
All right. Thank you so much for your call. All right. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Philip from Yendi.
All right, please go ahead. All right, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you for receiving my call. Big up to you for all this. You see what we're doing? We need to start calm today. Even if it is me, if I get power, like I would tell him to sit down, sit aside and make Judah and you coach today for us to win this match. Yes.
Okay.
Because the F and the Otoado, they are one like this. Because there are something they want to do. They want to use Ghana. Oh, we are paying tithes and then they will use the money for going out doing this. That's all. Because if the FA do anything today, then we say, oh, we support him. He's doing good. He's doing this. This is the result he's giving us. He have not offered anything, even 1%. See, Otoado, you play 15 matches. 5 losses.
Sporty FM.
5 draw and 5 wins. Oh, even Chrisotin Kwa do best than him. But he's still there. But today, if he draw, he needs to be fired. If not, he can't walk around Ghana.
Oh, how? Why can't he walk around Ghana? I don't even know why people say some of these things. Hey, 030-279-4805. Let's take one final call and then we'll move on to other things. 030-279-4805. 030-279-4805. Let me take this final caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, you tell me, Papa. Nana from Ablekuma.
All right.
I'm good.
Nana, please go ahead.
Greetings to my brother, Ray.
Yes, Raymond is here.
Nathan, yes, okay, fast. I don't even care whether we play beautiful football or anything. All I'm concerned about is we shouldn't lose today's game.
Okay.
You see, if we don't lose the game and we draw, in the worst case scenario, in the case we draw, and we are on 17 points. Mali there, he's still going to play Madagascar and Comoros. I know those 2 games is not going to be easy for him. Okay? He's not going to have it easy playing those 2 games. Mm-hmm. One is going to be home, one is going to be away. Mm-hmm. Now, Madagascar today, by all means, will be charged at home. That I'm certain of happening. Now, if that happens, it means Comoros will also have to come to Ghana. You see, I'm doing this calculation because I don't trust our coach. I'm being very frank. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I don't trust Otuado. Me, oh, that. Because a coach who told us he can't coach, he left. Then GGFA did Konofi and brought him back. A coach that 24 hours to a game, you are telling the opponent what is happening in your camp. No. I don't even trust Otto. For Otto, no matter what happens, he shouldn't go to the World Cup with us. We have to get a different coach. We beg the FA. Enough is enough. If no Matlamakwe, then Otto is also no Matlamakwe. So we beg our boys. We know it's going to be difficult. Nathan, if we don't get Partey today, I pray he plays just 45 minutes. That's why the last time I called, I said I was hearing a lot of things. I'm just praying Partey. He should just play 45 or 60. So that by that time, even if we are up by a goal or a still draw, at least the other guys can come in and hold on for us because it's not going to be easy. This man has just lost only one friendly game, and that was against Congo. So it's not easy. Mm-hmm. That man is a very difficult man. And he's playing all these mind games knowing how weak our coach is. He has studied him. Because you don't come here and be telling us you are not a coach that complain about pictures. He should tell you that he knows what he's doing and he's trying to set fire into our camp. We beg Otto. Even if we play 6 defenders, I am okay. We shouldn't lose the game, no matter what happens. For those other 2 games, see, we can find our way. We play against our Central African Republic. We know the rift between the 2 of us. But that one says something if it happens, something fine, and we'll go because they have just 5 points and they are not doing anything with it. So we'll talk to them. This one, we don't say we get issues, but this one they will beg you. Look, we enter. And we'll go enter. Then we then come on for a year. Whatever go happen, if it happen. We beg Otto. That said, please, let's go to the stadium today. Wherever you are, I'm begging you, forget Otuado. It is Ghana agenda. Look, we all go to the stadium. We go support the boys. The ticket, if you do what, then go. Because the boys go hold the ticket for them in pocket. If you go after 2 o'clock, you'll be buying 30 CD for 100 CD. I beg you, let's go now, get our tickets. Then I know we won't lose the game. Thank you, Nathan.
All right, thank you so much. That's our final caller for the morning. 9:34. We'll be wrapping it up in a bit. All right, let's go through some of the WhatsApp messages and then I take Raymond's thoughts on the US Open. John from Wale Wale says our coach needs all the support he can get today. All right, because a loss today, I don't know why he says it will end in something unpleasant. Ray, I don't. What does he say? Like to end. Hey. Anyway, in Zole from Oyarifa Specializers, do you know that the Black Stars lost me 15,000 CDs on Thursday by allowing the Chadians to score? Interesting. Kwesi Khan from SEC says, I know the kind Black Stars, they don't play well under pressure. I just hope they don't disgrace us. And then Salah from Abekan says, he's asking if Otuado was interviewed and properly assessed because he doesn't think he can land any coaching job after Ghana. Okay, we wait to see. All right.
Oh, you get Germany.
He will get. All right, let me take concluding thoughts from Michael Asaibedu, maybe a prediction or 2 from him. Michael, if you can hear me, are you still on?
Yeah, I'm on, Nathan.
All right, fine. Do you wanna give us a prediction or just concluding thoughts before we let you go?
One thing I don't normally do in Black Stars games is to predict because mostly my emotions get the better. But I think it's a game that will win, and we will likely win by 3-1 or 3-2.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-1, 3-2. But you see, the point I want to make is what we do without the ball will be crucial in us winning or not winning. That is the most important thing. What we do without the ball, especially the forward players, how they will play a part in the press and regain process that the Black Stars will activate. It is very crucial to our chances against Mali. And again, we should control the game. We should not match them for whatever energy they bring. We should try and then be the opposite of what Mali offers on the field. If they bring energy, we calm them down. We play a slow game. We need to control the tempo. If we do these things, trust me, we stand a chance. They are Mali, they are good. But trust me, they are not a task that is unsurmountable. We can beat them.
All right, we wait to see. Michael, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll communicate throughout the day as we all keep an eye on the Black Stars. Let's not forget that there'll be live commentary on Sporty FM. The Sporty Drive will come to you live from the Accra Sports Stadium, and then it will usher us into the game. So keep your dials locked on 106.1. We are truly the voice of sport. Ray, over the weekend though, Flashing Meadows. Where's Flashing Meadows? It's in Queens.
Yeah, it's in Queens, New York.
Okay.
That's
you know, one of the things on my bucket list is to visit New York.
Yeah,
I would love to visit New York one day.
It's a beautiful place.
For us, the hip hop fans, New York is big, right? Yeah, that's the home of hip hop. So we want to visit New York. Yeah, have you been to New York?
Yeah, I've been to New York. I've been to Times Square. So I lived.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I lived at Times Square. You know,
I see
the Port Hotel. It's inside Times Square. So
I
when I wake up in the
you.
morning, I'm going straight to Times Square. Lots of beautiful places in there. And then you go to Queens, that's way on the other side.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, Times Square is a real place. You know, everybody goes to Times Square, everybody wants to take a picture, and then, you know, that's the center of the world.
That's the center of the world.
So,
I see.
No, it's a nice place to go to because there's Manhattan, there's downtown Manhattan, then up there, then the Brooklyn Bridge on the other side. You know, so you know when you're on top of the Brooklyn Bridge, and Nathan, the number of police cars you see parked in Brooklyn, Yeah, so I hear it's quite a place.
Oh.
It's the place.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, they are stubborn over there. So lots of places.
Stubborn
around.
Academy.
Yeah, then you come around. Then when you're inside Manhattan, like center of Manhattan, there are lots of places, including where you see the guys. Wall Street. Yeah, Nathan, Wall Street is on the other side. Like, so when you're on Wall Street, close of work, Nathan, Charlie, you'd want to work there. Like, you see all the guys,
in their corporate suits, stockbrokers,
correct bags, to me bags and things they work. Hey, Charlie, man. We don't have anything like that here. Or maybe that you'd compare that to maybe ministries. There, but when they close everybody, like that. But I mean, New York is a nice place. You'd love it. Lots of food on the street.
Yes, I was watching a show called it Bizarre Foods Destination. They did a feature on a restaurant in New York.
So when I went to New York, it was Halloween.
Hey.
Yeah, so the Halloween parade was on the other side. It was on Soho, the other side. Halloween parade, you see things.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but Queens is way on the other side. Another bad boy place.
It's another bad boy place.
Queens. So coming down from Queens, you go to JFK.
Okay. The airport.
Yeah. So Queens close to the airport. So that's Queens. It's there and about. Like, so almost like your Nima. Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the tennis.
Yeah, so Flashing Meadows.
Saturday was the women's final. Yeah. It was Arina Sabalenka and Amanda Anisimova. I watched that.
Yeah,
I watched that.
It was a good game. I think that for Sabalenka, she wanted more because she's been in 3 Grand Slam finals this year. She lost out to Madison Keys in the Australian Open. Coco Gauff beat her in the French Open. She didn't make it to the finals of the Wimbledon because Anisimova took her out in the semi-finals. And so this was her last chance or her last opportunity of winning a Grand Slam, a major Grand Slam this year. And so she had to give it her all. She had to dig really deep. And I'm not surprised she was able to get her revenge over Anisimova. Anisimova very disappointed because she was in her second final. It's in back-to-back finals for her. She lost 6-love to Swiatek in the Wimbledon final, and then she lost again. So she was really crying. You could see she was really, she was really. But she's had a very good summer. Hopefully next year she could win. She could possibly win 1 or 2. She did give. It was a good game. I think that Sabalenka is beginning to show that she's the real deal. This is a 4th major Grand Slam, back-to-back US Open titles. Yeah. I think that if she continues from where she is at this point, a bit more careful, even with her aggressive style of play and all, I think that she could win. Yeah,
I noticed the aggression was there.
Sometimes the aggression gets the better of her. She gets too overly aggressive, and then it gets her to be making a lot of errors.
That's true.
So I think that she's beginning to get better. She's beginning to impose herself as the real deal when it comes to the women's field. So we'll see how things go for her. Australia Open coming up next year. So we'll see all of that goes. But I think that Sabalenka and this year it's been 4 different winners in the women's field. Madison Keys won the Australian Open, Coco Gauff French Open, then Swiatek winning Wimbledon, and then now Sabalenka. So the women's field is it's very unpredictable, still unpredictable. But Sabalenka for me looks like the real deal, still world number 1. And it will take her not performing very well to actually lose her number 1 spot. So it's been good. But I think that yesterday's game was really the final. Was the final. I think that Sina Alcaraz
part what?
And Nathan, we spoke about it. We said it. We said the semi-final contest was just going to be a confirmation of these 2 guys playing in the finals. And the organizers did well to separate them early. So when that draw was made, interestingly, they were on the 2 different halves of the draw. So the only time we're going to see them was in the finals. But I think that Alcaraz played tennis I haven't seen him play in a while. I think if I've watched Alcaraz play, this has been his best. For Yannick Sinner spoke about the fact that he was a bit predictable on the court, but Alcaraz changed his game.
Oh yeah, I could tell that. At a point, Sinner didn't have any response. He didn't have answers to what Alcaraz was throwing.
and he wasn't good on the serve as well. So all of that didn't help.
The serve really bothered him.
I think the Alcaraz yesterday really, you could tell he was really up for it. Defending champion Senna clearly did not have any answers at all. But again, it tells you how much Alcaraz has grown. Nathan, even before the age of 23, he's won 6 Grand Slams.
Wow.
Yeah, he's won 6 Grand Slams. He's equaled the record of Rafa Nadal. And so clearly you can tell that he's in a league of his own. The last time, I think he was tied on 5 with Pete Sampras. Now he's moved up to 6.
Tied by age 23.
At age 23. By age 23, he's won 6 Grand Slams already. Yesterday was his 6th. Clearly, this is one for the future. He won the French Open, and everybody believed that, well, when it comes to clay, he looks like the man who's succeeding Nadal, and really he's walking in the footsteps of Rafa Nadal, and I think that the sky is the limit for him. For Yannick Sinner, you watch him play. You know, Australia Open, he defeated Zverev in the finals, won it, and then he managed to beat Carlos Alcaraz at Wimbledon. That was a match many didn't expect him to win, but he did come back to show his mental fortitude and won that one. I still think that he has lots of years ahead of him. So these two players, in the last 8 years, they've won everything. So
this year they've shared
8 Grand Slams.
They've shared 4 each.
So it's telling a story of how these guys are now the new big 3. It was big 3 then. They are now the new big 2.
Big 2,
if you want to put it that way. So you look at them and the way they play, Nathan. I don't know unless they themselves self-destruct on the court.
Okay.
But I don't see any player better than them.
You don't see anybody better than them.
You don't see anybody better than them. And just look at how they swept everybody apart. They swept everybody off the court since French Open, Wimbledon.
Alcaraz beat Djokovic in the semis.
Yes.
I think he beat him. Is it in the Wimbledon semis as well?
Yeah. So Nathan, it's clear dominance.
Because when I look at the others, and you are right, really, because if I look at the class below them, there's all these guys. Shelton. I mean, I won't add Djokovic to that. Djokovic is not a second-rated tennis player. He's not a second-rated tennis player, so he's up there. It's just that his time is ending.
Yes.
So Ogier Aliassime, Taylor Fritz,
Alexander
Zverev.
Nobody, Casper Ruud. Nobody's coming close. Nobody's coming close. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Unless they themselves drop the level.
Yeah.
Unless they drop it, I don't see anybody beating them.
But between the two, and you made a point about Alcaraz now finding a different dimension.
Yeah.
Is that what Sinner must learn to do now?
Yes.
Try to have different sides to his game.
Yes, absolutely. I think that if Sinner wants to be that player at the top for a very long time, possibly winning more than Alcaraz, he would have to reinvent his game. Because yesterday, he was found out. So it's worked for him a couple of times. Yes. You look at his record, and obviously, he's won Australian Open, he's won French Open, he's won Wimbledon, he's won a bit of everything. Okay, but when you pay attention to his style, it's almost like he got figured out yesterday by Alcaraz.
Okay,
meaning he needs a bit more dynamism to his game.
For the uninitiated, what it is that Alcaraz figured out?
Yeah, so he figured out how to attack his serves. And it's even on the long rallies, those big winners. Alcaraz kept hitting the big winners. And, not too many players are able to, deal with Sinner when it's on the second serve and, you have to go on that rally. Eventually he hits the winners. But yesterday, Alcaraz kept hitting the winners, even breaking his own serves.
Okay.
So
typically, if Sinner is serving, he's always at an advantage.
Of course.
The first serve, once you return, he can attack it
and
go back and forth.
But yesterday, you could see the precision with which Alcaraz kept attacking his serves. And he felt very comfortable. Even when he went for the long rallies and Alcaraz tried a few tricks or two, trying to, drop the ball under the net and everything. Alcaraz managed to get those shots and even got better responses, better replies. And I'm sure Sinner would have looked back and said, wow, how come this guy is responding to everything I'm throwing at him? And when Alcaraz tried to take his serve game to him, he could not counter him. He couldn't attack Alcaraz's serves. So he broke him twice. In the second set, Alcaraz lost. Clearly, Alcaraz realized that, something was working. He left him. But in the third and fourth, Alcaraz completely made sure.
He won the third set. Was it 6-1 or something like that?
That first set was monstrous from Alcaraz. Even the first game. I think it was Sinner who served first, who served who started the game. He served first, right? How Alcaraz broke that serve and won that first point. Everybody knew, Charlie. Alcaraz was in a different mood. And you could see his energy. And anytime he got those big winners, you could see how he,
Yeah, he was. He stayed. He played at a consistent level all through the 4 sets.
How he covered the baseline. I mean, I watched Alcaraz yesterday, and I haven't seen Alcaraz play this good in a while. And at this level, Alcaraz is unplayable. When it's at this level, he's unplayable. Absolutely. Look, his forehand technique, absolutely fantastic. So he would return. So when Senna has a very good double backhand. So how he was able to respond to that, to open him up, to make mistakes. I mean, Nathan, yesterday's tennis was very technical. And
it was a very sound
from Alcaraz. In fact, you could just tell that he had learnt a lot from that Wimbledon loss. And so he was not ready to see. He wasn't ready to repeat that. But I mean, Nathan, these two guys will dominate. And for Senna, I think that yesterday would have exposed him to something different. Would have shown him something different about
Alcaraz himself. Something he needs to now
find a way to deal with. So, but he'll definitely come good. I mean, these players, they take a break.
But you are right. I think these two guys are at the top of the game now.
Absolutely. So now Alcaraz is world number 1.
Yeah.
For the first time since September 2023. That's how long Senna sat on his head.
Let's see. So at least in terms of the calendar year, the majors are done.
Yeah.
Next year we start all over again with the Australian Open. I'm sure there might be a few tournaments here and there. A few ones on the tour in the circuit. But next year the Australian Open starts. So congrats to Arina Sabalenka and Carlos Alcaraz, the king and queens of New York.
The likes of Coco Gauff. Kevin's Coco Gauff. Yeah, Kevin is a Swiatek person.
Yeah, he has Swiatek. She has it in her.
Oh, yes.
And we'll see. Because if you ask me now, I think if she and Sabalenka push, they could become the big two in the women's game. Now it's about consistency and the two of them separating themselves from the pack. Right? We'll see. But the US Open was good. It was good. Anyway, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Sporty Breakfast on Sporty 106.1. We are the voice of sport. I did this with Raymond Yamado. Calvin Owusu joined us. Michael Asaibodu joined us. Many shouts to my production team, Immortal and Abigail, and Emmanuel Ayamga and Angela. Fly supported us on the stream. Fidelis was my DJ, dropped some wonderful songs. Coming up next is Total English Football with Yvonne. Remember to keep your dials locked on Sporty FM. There's the news at midday. Then there's Sporty Drive at 4. Radio want to say something?
He said, I should tell you that. This one is coming from James Soa. He said, I should tell you that. Queens and Brooklyn is not for you. You survive in Manhattan.
I see. But look, I always one of the things on my bucket list is to visit New York. So
yeah, sure.
One day I should visit.
So don't
New
go
York.
to Brooklyn.
I'm not going to Brooklyn.
Just go to
I'm
Manhattan.
going to Queens. Yeah. Okay, we'll go to Manhattan. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's a news at midday. Sporty Plug at 12:30. Sporty Drive will come to you live from the Accra Sports Stadium from 4. So tune in. And then we've got live commentary of that game involving Ghana and Mali from 7 p.m. It's a hectic day. Keep your dials locked on Sporty FM. We are the voice of sport. We'll let you enjoy your Monday and we'll keep you updated on the Black Stars. We'll catch you later.
You're locked onto Sporty 106.1 FM.